Imagine this right now, hidden in a drawer, a dusty attic, or maybe even inside a jar of old change could lie a treasure worth more than a luxury home, more than a lifetime of paychecks, and you wouldn't even know it. Because these are not ordinary coins. No, these are ultra-rare masterpieces of history. Coins that once jingled in pockets now rule auction houses, selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, right here on True Coin Value, we are pulling back the curtain on 4 of the most jaw-dropping, shockingly valuable coins on Earth. These are coins that carry the heartbeat of history, the artistry of a nation, and the kind of value that can make collectors feel like they are holding a treasure chest in the palm of their hand. Stay with me until the end, because the true values of these coins will blow your mind. I promise what you hear today is not myth, not rumor, but real, faithful, up-to-the-minute truth about coins that are rising in value every single day. So buckle up, because the treasure hunt begins now. Coin number 1. When we open the vault of American numismatic history, one coin rises like a phoenix from the ashes of time. A coin struck in the very first year of the United States Mint, when America was still trembling in its infancy, still searching for its place among nations. That coin is none other than the flowing hair wreath cent of 1993. This coin is a living monument. Imagine the scene. The year 1793, Philadelphia. The United States Mint had only just begun producing its very first official coins. Before this, America had no unified coinage. Foreign currency, colonial notes, and even barter ruled the land. But the flowing hair wreath cent, oh, this was different. This was America saying to the world, "We are here, and we will endure." The design is breathtaking in its simplicity and symbolism. On the obverse, you see Lady Liberty herself, her hair flowing freely, wild, unchained, the perfect reflection of a young nation breaking from tyranny. Surrounding her is the word liberty, bold, confident, eternal. Flip it, and the reverse explodes with symbolism. A laurel wreath, a timeless emblem of honor and victory, encircling the words 1 cent. And beneath it, those 3 letters that would soon command respect around the globe, United States of America. But here's the twist. This was not a coin that lasted long. It was experimental, transitional, fragile. In fact, only a limited number was struck, and most were lost to the passage of time. Very few survived, and those that did are now treated as if they were golden relics guarded in museums. What makes the flowing hair wreath cent so uniquely captivating is not just its age, but its condition. When you find one in very fine condition, you are holding lightning in a bottle, the rarest combination of early American history, artistry, and preservation. Collectors worldwide fight, bid, and dream of owning this coin because it is more than copper. It is freedom itself, hammered into a circular masterpiece. And now, the moment you have been waiting for. The current market value of the flowing hair wreath cent of 1973 in very fine condition is a staggering $123,400. Yes, you heard that right. Over $123,000. Think about it. This is not just a coin, it is a treasure chest in the palm of your hand. It is money multiplied by history, compounded by rarity, and elevated by demand. The kind of piece that makes collectors' hearts stop and investors whisper, "Hold on tight." And remember, this price is not fiction. This is today's reality in the auction market. The value of this coin is not just stable, it is growing, day by day, like a seed of fortune planted in fertile ground. Anyone who holds it knows that with patience, the treasure will only expand. So, my collectors, here's my tip. If you ever stumble across a flowing hair wreath scent, never let it slip through your fingers. Examine it, cherish it, and if possible, guard it with your life. Because owning one is like having the keys to a kingdom of numismatic glory. And as we close this chapter, remember the flowing hair wreath scent is not just a scent, it's a scent that redefined America's destiny. And now, it stands as one of the most valuable treasures in today's market. Next up, as we journey deeper into the world of numismatic treasures, we leave behind the 18th century and step boldly into the heart of the 20th century, a time of war, resilience, and unshakable American spirit. And in this chapter, we meet a coin that is not only a financial marvel, but a breathtaking symbol of liberty itself, the Walking Liberty $50 of 1943. Now pause for a moment. Imagine America in 1943. The world was engulfed in the fires of World War II. Young men were crossing oceans to fight for freedom. Families back home were rationing, sacrificing, and waiting for letters of hope. And in the midst of this storm, the United States Mint released a coin so beautiful, so iconic, that it was instantly recognized as a masterpiece of design, and over the years, it has become a beacon of national pride. The Walking Liberty $50 is unlike anything else. Its obverse is a painting in metal, Lady Liberty striding forward, draped in the American flag, reaching out toward the dawn of a new day. Behind her, the sun rises with rays of hope, promising renewal, victory, and the unstoppable march of freedom. She is not standing still, she is walking forward. She is liberty in motion, carrying branches of laurel and oak, the very symbols of civil and military glory. Turn the coin, and the reverse tells another story. A majestic bald eagle, wings half spread, perched on a crag, standing ready to take flight. It is not a passive eagle, it is strength in waiting, power controlled, a silent guardian. The words, United States of America, stretch proudly across the top, anchoring the coin with weight and dignity. Now here is where rarity strikes. Most 1943 Walking Liberty $50 bore mint marks. But when you encounter one without a mint mark, in exceptionally clear and beautiful condition, you are looking at a diamond among stones. Collectors around the world hold their breath for such a piece, because its clarity, its artistry, and its preserved perfection elevate it far above the ordinary. Why is it so desirable? Because this coin embodies the exact spirit of its era. It's not just silver. It's not just design. It is the essence of America during the war years, resilience, hope, and victory carved into $50. And when such a coin surfaces in today's auction markets, collectors and investors enter bidding wars with one goal in mind: to capture living history. And now, the revelation you've been waiting for. The current market value of the 1943 Walking Liberty $50 without mint mark in this stunningly clear, rare condition stands at a jaw-dropping $168,600. Yes, nearly $170,000 for a $50 coin. Imagine that a piece of silver, once exchanged for goods in the 1940s, now transformed into a financial mountain, a treasure chest in solid form. This is the kind of coin that can change the destiny of a collection overnight. And let me be clear, this is not fiction. This is the real, up-to-date auction market value. This price is climbing, not falling. Every year, as fewer pristine examples remain and demand continues to skyrocket, the value of this coin pushes higher. Collectors call it a blue-chip coin, stable, growing, and absolutely essential for those who dream of holding the best of the best. So here's my tip to my collectors, my treasure hunters. When you see a Walking Liberty $50, do not dismiss it as common. Examine it carefully. Look for the missing mint mark. Look for clarity. Look for beauty. Because if you are lucky enough to hold one like this, you are not just holding silver, you are holding liberty itself. You are holding a masterpiece that auctions now prize at nearly $170,000. This coin reminds us that true value is not measured in weight alone, but in history, rarity, and the unstoppable passion of collectors. The Walking Liberty $half is more than a $half. It is half a dollar that has become a national treasure, an investment, and a symbol of freedom carved forever in shining silver. Next up, as we turn the pages of history once more, we arrive at a coin unlike any other, a coin that doesn't just carry metal, but an entire story carved into its face. A coin born not simply to circulate, but to commemorate. This, my friends, is the Oregon Trail Memorial $half of 1926. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the vast American frontier. The 1800s, a time when brave pioneers packed their wagons, gathered their families, and set out across an unforgiving wilderness in search of new hope, new land, and new beginnings. The Oregon Trail was not just a road, it was a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and relentless determination. Thousands died along that trail, but thousands more reached their promised lands. And in 1926, decades later, a coin was minted to honor this chapter of American grit and destiny. The Oregon Trail Memorial $half was more than money. It was a living monument. On one side, you see a pioneer family, husband, wife, and child, standing beside a covered wagon as it heads westward. The details are stunning. The determination in their stance, the wagon wheel pressing forward, the spirit of adventure practically leaping off the coin. This is America in motion, ordinary people carving a nation out of wilderness. Flip the coin, and the reverse strikes you with power. An enormous Native American standing proud, one hand extended in gesture, the other holding a bow. Behind him, the outlines of the United States. His figure stretches wide, commanding, protective, almost as if shielding the land, while at the same time acknowledging its passing into a new era. It is an image full of emotion, tension, and beauty, one of the most artistic designs ever minted in the United States. Coinage. But here's the thing. This coin was never meant for mass circulation. It was issued as a commemorative piece, and because of that, its mintage numbers were extremely limited. Many were sold to collectors at the time, but far fewer survived into the modern era in pristine or extra-fine condition. To find one without mint mark, beautifully struck, in extra-fine clarity, is to hold a rare and precious jewel of American history. Collectors don't just see a coin when they look at the Oregon Trail Memorial $half. They see the courage of pioneers, the strength of native tribes, the forging of a nation. It is art. It is heritage. It is treasure. And that is why, in today's marketplace, it ignites bidding wars and commands respect from the most serious collectors. And now, the revelation you've been waiting for. The current market value of the 1926 Oregon Trail Memorial $half without mint mark, in extra-fine condition, stands at an incredible $176,000. Yes, $176,000 for a single $half coin. Think about that. A coin that once cost just 50 cents today has the power to enrich you like a treasure chest unearthed from the ground. And this value is not just some fantasy number. This is the true, present-day auction reality. Every passing year, as collectors fight harder for the few surviving examples, the value climbs higher and higher. This coin is not just valuable, it is an escalating fortune. Owning one is like holding a golden ticket in your hand, a ticket that grows more precious with time. So here's my advice to you, my loyal treasure seekers. Whenever you come across an Oregon Trail Memorial $50, treat it with reverence. Study its condition. Hold it gently, knowing that you are not holding metal, but a story of courage, struggle, and triumph. And if you ever secure one in extra fine condition, never let it slip away. Because you are not just keeping a coin, you are preserving a piece of America's journey, and at the same time, you are holding a treasure worth well over $176,000 today. The Oregon Trail Memorial $50 proves that coins are more than currency. They are storytellers. They are artifacts. And sometimes they are fortunes disguised in silver. This coin is a reminder that America was built by dreamers, fighters, and pioneers, and today it stands as one of the most breathtaking, valuable treasures in the entire world of numismatics. Next up, as we reach the grand finale of this treasure hunt, prepare yourself, because this coin is a true crown jewel. A piece so legendary, so rare, and so breathtaking that when collectors see it, their hearts race and their wallets tremble. This is none other than the capped bust $50 of 1809, without mint mark, in nothing less than uncirculated condition. Let's step back for a moment. The year is 1809. America is still young, just 3 decades after declaring independence. James Madison, the father of the Constitution, is President of the United States. The country is expanding, industries are forming, and the mint is striving to establish coinage that reflects the dignity of a rising nation. In this era, the capped bust series was born, and the $50 became one of the most admired coins of its time. The design itself is a triumph. On the obverse, Lady Liberty wears a soft Phrygian cap, the capped symbol of freedom and independence. Draped bust, flowing curls, her face carved with a calm determination. She is more than an image. She is the spirit of liberty itself, personified on silver. Surrounding her, 13 stars, one for each original colony, like guardians circling their queen. On the reverse, a bold American eagle spreads its wings proudly. Shield upon its chest, arrows in one talon, olive branch in the other. The eternal balance between strength and peace. Above it, the banner reading a pluribus unum, out of many one, the very motto of unity. Every line, every feather, every star was engraved with care, making this coin not just money, but artwork of the early republic. But here is where the rarity truly strikes. 1809 marked the first year of the capped bust $50. And while many were minted, survival in pristine, untouched, uncirculated condition is almost unheard of. Think about it, this coin is over 200 years old. Through centuries of wars, depressions, and countless hands exchanging coins, how many could possibly remain untouched, untarnished, unspent? The answer is very few. And those that survived are now considered numismatic treasure beyond measure. Collectors crave this coin because it is a perfect storm: early American history, unmatched artistry, and the miracle of uncirculated preservation. Owning one is like owning time itself, a silver time capsule from the dawn of the 19th century. And now, the revelation you've been waiting for. The current market value of the 1,809 capped bust $50 without mint mark in uncirculated condition is an astounding $212,200. Yes, over $212,000 for a single $50 coin. This is not fiction. This is today's auction reality. Imagine it. A coin once exchanged for goods and services in the 1800s, now transformed into a 6-figure fortune. That is what we call true treasure. And let me tell you, this value is rising. The demand for early, uncirculated coins like this is not slowing down, it is accelerating. Collectors know that pieces of this caliber will only become harder to find, and auction houses confirm it. Each sale brings higher and higher records. This is not just an investment, this is wealth growing in your hand, a treasure that will outshine time itself. So here's my collector's tip. If fate ever places a capped bust $half before you, examine it carefully. If it is uncirculated, untouched by history's wear, you are holding not just silver, not just a coin, but a fortune. Guard it, cherish it, because its value is not measured only in dollars, it is measured in prestige, in heritage, in the legacy of America itself. This coin is a crown jewel, a legend, a treasure chest disguised as a $half. The 1,809 capped bust $half is proof that when you hold history in your hand, you also hold the power of fortune. And that, my friends, is the magic of numismatics. Closing remarks. And there you have it, 4 of the most ultra-rare, jaw-droppingly valuable coins in today's auction market. From the flowing hair wreath cent of 1793 to the Walking Liberty of 1943, the Oregon Trail Memorial of 1926, and finally, the legendary 1809 capped bust $half. Each one is a masterpiece of history, art, and treasure. Here on True Coin Value, I bring you faithful, accurate, and newly updated insights every single day. Because this channel is not just about coins, it's about unlocking the treasures hidden in plain sight, treasures that can change lives, treasures that are growing in value even as we speak. So if you're as excited as I am, hit that like button, share this with your fellow collectors, and subscribe to True Coin Value for daily truths, faithful updates, and the kind of numismatic adventures you won't find anywhere else. Remember, the treasure is real, the value is rising, and your next discovery could be waiting in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching.